Boston. Boston, Boston, Boston. The Celtics are winning it all again. We're going to repeat, and we're going to have a better motherfucking parade when we win. It's going to have so much aura at that parade. Larry Bird is going to show up again at the parade. We're gonna bring out, Bill Russell's going to come back to life and come to that parade. It's going to be crazy because we're going to repeat again this year. It's the only team that's coming out of the East. It's the only team that matters. So 50 Cent and Big Meech.
50 Cent versus Big Meech.
50 Cent versus Big Meech. So apparently, according to my understanding of what happened, they got beef with each other because allegedly, apparently, Big Meech is out here snitching. That is what 50 Cent.
We're gonna stop that.
Is that it? Isn't that what the whole problem was?
No. That's one of the jabs after the whole spat happened.
Oh no, he took a picture with Rick Ross.
You taking pictures with the ops. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You took pictures with the ops. And think about it, with 50 Cent, Tony Ayo would say that's a crazy motherfucker. Like, he lost his parents early, you know what I'm saying? He was out in the streets early. The nigga, like, even Michael Rainey said, like, nigga, y'all not important. He don't care about falling out with anybody. He does it for fun.
Yeah.
He does it for fun.
We make a lot of jokes, and people have talked about how petty Kendrick Lamar is and all of that stuff during the beat.
King of petty.
But 50 nigga, outside of music, we'll just say within music, Kendrick's the pettiest. With the Not Like Us and everything. Outside of music, though?
Nah, bro. In this case, I'll say you gotta do your homework to mixtape 50 when because he
How to
popped out.
Rob, and I get that. I know.
Bro,
and that's
bully.
crazy, but that's not as big as Not Like Us. That's why I say, if we're talking about just the music, I'll give it to Kendrick because Not Like Us is global.
As far as the success of the record, yes, but as far as the pettiness of it, like, nigga, I'm literally gonna pick on everybody for no reason.
And that's why I give him the title
petty.
of pettiness outside of music.
And it's unprovoked.
Yeah.
And at least there's some backstory we can develop with Kendrick and give some logic behind it or some justification. With 50
True.
Cent, he like, okay.
It'd be no, you can't, because he's petty about the pettiest shit. The man took a picture. Your man been locked up for, how long has he been locked up for? Was it 10 years?
A long time.
It's over. It's a decade over. So
yeah.
I mean, goddamn, the man took a picture with somebody.
But he don't fuck with Rick Ross. So it's like, in that aspect, there's a lot of people that's like, you got to pick a side. Regardless, like I say, Big Meech been detached from all this shit. He has nothing to do with y'all spat at all. Nothing to do with it, but that's how 50 Cent is. That's how 50 Cent is. Like, if you side with the ops, you can't come back over here. You got we're drawing a line in the sand. You got to pick your side.
My thoughts are this though. First, did he tell him that?
I mean, nah. But with 50, it low-key goes without saying. Because as soon as the picture went up, everybody was like, uh-oh. Because we know.
But that's what I'm saying. Did Meech know? Did Big Meech know?
He hadn't. I mean, whether he did or not, we see that 50 reacted how he did. I'm not in his head. I mean, it's maybe 50 took it as if he had to know, and this is him going against me. Maybe Big Meech is like, okay, this is another brother that showed me love while I was down. When I just needed love from the outside, He made sure I was down, so I'm showing love back. So I don't see that side. So I don't blame Big Meech for anything, but the only thing about it is he has been detached from this. He don't know shit about social media. So it's certain rules about coming on social media and your own image. And he did it wrong to where people are not praising Big Meech anymore. Like, he's yeah, I'm not gonna say shit. Ain't got shit to do with me, but people calling him lame just because of how he's going about his responses on social media. But that's not for me to.
What has been his responses? I haven't heard from him.
Like you said initially, Big 50's not saying Big Meech is an informant, but the person I don't want to mix my words, but I think the person that like the middle person, which is a woman, who is a federal informant that has the rights to his life or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah, she
has his life rights, which means that she has the ability to create movies, TV shows.
Yeah.
If you want to create a movie about Big Meech, because those who don't know the story about Big Meech and haven't seen BMF or a documentary of any kind about him, then you would know that he has a very big story about his life, and he's very big within hip hop during the Gatekeeper era and all of that time. But during his time, he created his life is a fucking story. It's a movie. And you can't just make a movie about this nigga and not pay him for it. So he has the rights for his life. He's given that to some woman that he's close to, and
then when you down bad like that, you need any type of provision. You need any type of provision, any type of income, any type of commission or commerce. What do you call it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you need that commissary. You need all that shit. You need some type of
a middleman type thing, because he's in prison.
You need some funding.
You're
gonna need some type of funding
for this to be his first move straight out, and it's working the way it's working. Really, really sucks for him.
But as far as the social media aspect, is because of that. That's when the whole informant shit came into play.
Yeah. So yeah, the informant thing leaks out. 50 lets the world know allegedly that Big Meech has been snitching through the lady that has his life rights for entertainment purposes. He's been giving information to her, and she's been using that information as an informant. She's been the informant, not Meech necessarily.
Yeah, but Big Meech came to social media. It was like, so basically, which I don't see no huge problem in doing so, clearing your name, because you know what I'm saying, with what he stands on, you know what I'm saying, they don't do no snitching. Of course, what we at in 2025, snitches are glorified, but this nigga solid. He's been
wait, what?
Snitches are glorified in 2025.
Glorified might be a stretch. What do you mean by that? Give me an example.
Man, Wood is 6'9", and I don't want no smoke. But nigga, you making me drop names, nigga. Like it's like these people that are gonna like.
When you say glorified, that's what I mean. When you say glorified, all allegedly for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you say glorified, to me it makes me think people almost damn near worship the person, or they're really excited to see the person. People like I don't see anybody like
nigga. All these people I just named, they selling out shows, nigga. Like these for appearances, they are the
first nigga that you named is selling out shows.
What 6'9"?
I mean that nigga not even selling out shows.
I ain't talking about 6'9". But basically what I'm saying is people not living by that code no more, and that code is being diminished.
Views will make you do that.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna say whether I agree or disagree, because like I say, I'm not in the streets. I'm a civilian myself, so I don't live on no code. But at the same time, I'm not in no situation to where the code comes up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in no fucking situation where I would snitch on nobody. If it came down to it, yeah, I'm keeping my mouth closed. But I know
how to be in the certain surroundings that I want to be in. And if I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like I have to do something like that, and I'm just not gonna put myself in that situation. I agree with you 100% on that.
But people were calling him lame because of his approach of how he came about to defend his name and himself. Like I said, I don't fault him for doing that, but you know, no one's gonna take you serious on the internet. Like that's the part that he failed to. Well, he's learning now, but he failed to learn because he's been away for so long. So you don't realize like. You don't really come to the internet too much for no serious shit, because they gonna find a way to pick at you. Even if you got like 200,000 people actually feeling what you're saying, them 30,000 that's gonna joke at you it's gonna be louder. It's gonna get your attention more.
Especially if you're already taking flack from people for something. And then you try to be like, no, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Let's be serious about this for a second, because it's not how it really happened. No, nobody give a shit. No, I don't care. It's too late. The internet don't care. You got to get in front of it before the internet gets in front of it. If you don't get in front of whatever the situation is before the internet gets in front of it, kiss it goodbye. The internet's going to run with it the way they want to.
With that particular situation, he could have not said anything, and it would have been just fine.
Now, you talking about after the picture that he did with
No, about as far as the snitch allegations, he didn't have to address that shit at all. No one thought he was a snitch. And then in today's day and age, whether he snitched or not, who cares anymore? Like, no one foughts the snitch anymore. That's what I really meant by glorify.
Okay.
Like, no one... Like,
there's no punishment for being a snitch anymore as much as it was back then. It's not as much of a shame
and snitching,
behind it.
And snitching is more justified now. I think that's more of the word that I think I would want to convey. It's more justified. People are justifying their reasons for snitching, and people are like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. To where everybody gonna snitch. Like, I'm saying go to the police, but if you actually speak or get some insight on the other side, bro, most people snitch. Mm-hmm. Most people snitch anyway. So it's like, that ain't nothing new. But for the people that's solid, I mean, salute to you. And is that popularity is scarce, and I guess for the people that are within that popularity don't want to be mistaken for not being a solid motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But in certain cases, I mean, what's understood ain't even got to be explained. So I think that's really where everybody giving him flat for, because he didn't have to say anything about that.
And he didn't know that he didn't have to say anything
because he's been away for so long.
Like, could you imagine during the whole Kendrick and Drake beef thing? After Drake drops Family Matters, Kendrick gets on Instagram talking about, now wait a minute guys, that didn't really happen. I didn't really be on.
No, but that's exactly what Drake did. I forgot.
That's exactly what Part 6.
Yeah, and I think that's when he lost.
That's when he lost. That's when it was guaranteed loss. He kind of lost before then because of Not Like Us.
I think it was neck and neck right before then, because they were coming back and forth. So it wasn't like, okay, it's solidified at this time. It was still what's next until he dropped that bullshit. It was like, I don't want to hear nothing.
If he didn't drop bullshit, if the Heart Part 6 was better, Not Like Us probably wouldn't be as big as it is now. That's my hot take. If the Heart Part 6,
I'm not gonna agree or disagree to that.
If Drake had responded better to Not Like Us than he actually did, I believe that Not Like Us still would have been a big song, but I don't think it would have been as big, because then Kendrick would have to drop again if the Heart Part 6 was hitting on something.
That, I'm not going to disagree to that, but because essentially he did to Drake what Drake did to Meek Mill, and I can't remember or recall if Meek Mill tried to do that, try to respond again, but what I'm getting at is that you actually produced, or a hit came out of this particular anthology that y'all created and call it a beat. Like a hit. So a response, you can have a good response, but if it's not a hit, it's not bigger than the song. So regardless, I won because I made a hit.
No,
this beef.
Not necessarily.
Shit me.
And here's the reason why I say that.
Back to back did.
But here's the reason why I say that. Because the angle that Drake was getting ready to try and play, or the angle that he did play, was a good angle. It almost had me a little bit shook for a minute.
Answer this question. Did any other song, or has any other song been played on the radio?
Out of the beefs?
Out of the beef.
Only one is that I know of is Euphoria by Kendrick. That's it.
Nigga.
But it's really just been Not Like Us. It's really been Not Like Us.
So unless you have a hit, but so he can have a good response and it can reach Kendrick, but unless it reaches the global airway, unless it actually reaches everyone's home because it's a hit and actually syndicated at this time, it's not a formidable response.
I think at the angle that he was trying to play in the Heart Part 6 with the we fed you fake information and da-da-da-da-da. If he had really, obviously we all know that that's a lie, but if it were true, if he had made a video the same way he did the Family Matters video, if he had made a video beforehand with a whiteboard and the ideas and this, that, and showing that they were really plotting or whatever and feeding fake information, then I honestly believe that would have shut Not Like Us up a lot for a lot of people.
He just should have cut out that first part, the whole verse that he had with the part 6, because the whole verse was like, yeah, right.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm not a pedophile. I'm way too big of a celebrity for that.
That's kind of like the big beat shit. You don't have to respond to that shit. You don't that's gonna make it. That's actually gonna make it seem.
I was never with Millie Bobby Brown. Nobody mentioned it.
If someone made a blatant lie that's a rumor about you, what people say, hit dogs holler. You know what I'm saying? If it don't hit you, I'm not gonna respond. If something's blatantly not true, I don't care to respond about that shit. So it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
yeah, you don't have to respond on shit that we know is not true because you're inadvertently and unbeknownst to you, you're adding more fuel to the fire for the people that's saying that you did whatever they're accusing you of.
Yeah.
So like, shit.
It makes you look more guilty.
Yeah, so like, yeah, just no, don't do that, dog.
Yeah, poor Meech. He just don't know. I don't. As far as the whole situation goes, I don't know what's true and what's false. Obviously, I'm just a regular nigga that's just having a good conversation, talking about things that interest me.
We just at the Talking Blunt podcast. That's all.
Yeah, we just talking
blunt. You know what I'm saying?
But
pilot episode 1. You know.
There we go. Gary, a little demo action.
Save them in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're in a new setting, as you guys can see.
Creative.
No, we did not.
Exclusive setting.
Creative Trey.
Everybody ain't welcome to this setting. This we're talking blunt. This is going to be a very intimate setting with people that I feel that I can invite into my intimate space, which is my home, of course. But yeah,
you guys are welcome into the crib. Welcome.
Talking blunt, man. The NBA,
man.
NBA is crazy, bro.
This year has been wild for the NBA. This season,
like the NBA didn't turn into the NBA didn't turn. It's more messy than the WWE. The NBA is more messy than the WWE. Like I feel like
that's a good way to put it. It's very messy.
I feel like, bro, like they one and the same at this point, but they both like the production side and then like the polarization of both. Almost at this point, it's like, damn, it's at least worth the watch. Whether you're a fan of basketball, whether you're a fan of wrestling, it's at least worth the watch. Like I haven't been a wrestling fan in ages, but I caught myself tuning in recently, and like the production and the quality of these shits.
You been watching on Netflix?
Yeah. I share an account, or I don't necessarily catch
allegedly.
I don't necessarily. No, I share. I don't necessarily catch it live. I'm not sitting there waiting on wrestling to come on. No, but I'm a YouTube head, so yeah. Segments come on YouTube, you know, but the storylines and all this shit and the this just happened. This out of nowhere, man. The NBA is like that now. With the Luka shit.
The path that I've chosen between WWE and NBA is NBA. That's why
for sure. That's just the correlation that I have for this shit at this time.
But
this shit has to be scripted at this point.
Yes. Why the fuck are y'all trading Luka Doncic, Dallas?
That nigga Nico is crazy.
Out of here.
Crazy.
If Luka dropped a triple double on the Dallas Mavericks last night,
let's talk
in
about
LA.
Let's talk about it.
Last night, guys, we had Luka Doncic, who used to be a former superstar for the Dallas Mavericks, is now a current superstar for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Los Angeles Lakers in LA finally had the opportunity to go up against Luka's old team, the Dallas Mavericks, for the first time. Take it away. Dallas in LA. What were your thoughts on the game?
I watched the game. You say you what?
Like I said, I watched probably like the first half of the game.
I watched this motherfucking game.
Then I watched the highlights.
And I've been watching Luka's games since he's been on the Lakers. Yeah, the game before he had 32 points. Yeah, he had a good spurt. Yes. Mm-hmm. This game was very exciting. Mm-hmm. But for the reasons not necessarily that this headline displays or conveys. Luka is still very, very rusty. Luka is not playing like a superstar at this moment. Yes, he got his triple-double because Luka at this point has the green light for LA. The first play of the game was literally a heat check play. What the fuck are you doing?
Jacked up a three.
Right off the tip off. So the theme or the plan was set. Luka, we want you to try to go for 50. So they gave him the leeway and the green light, literally, the heat check off the tip-off. So they said, yes, we want to see you go for 70 if you can. And all he was able to give was what that stat line says. Off of that usage. Bro, Luka, like, yes, he can still make a couple shots. Yes, he can still pass the ball and find the open man. But, bro, Luka is still very, very rusty. Nico is still a dumbass motherfucker for trading off a legend. Luka is still a legend, but I have to be transparent. We're talking blunt. At this moment, Luka is not looking like Luka legend. He's playing like a motherfucker that actually has some justification of being traded, and that's sad to say because nigga, I watched this shit, nigga. I'm telling you, He was turning the ball over too much. He slows them down. He has a lot of adjusting to do still. He has a lot of rust to knock off still. He needs to. We always gave him praise for his pace. Now how he's able to pace himself with this Laker team, he has to pick it up. He's gonna have to pick it up. He can't cry to the refs, but overall, bro, you cannot turn the ball over as much as he is. You cannot put up air balls. You cannot have your threes hitting the side of the fucking backboard.
Oh,
even though he cleaned up the rebound and got it back because LeBron happened to box out for him. So I say all that to say that LeBron is still Bron. That's still the best fucking player
at 40 years old.
And what they're trying to do is what they did initially with Anthony Davis. It was like, okay, we see you as the perennial best player in the league, so hey, let's give LeBron a break. And we're going to bring you in to try to ease you into that Batman role, even though you got Batman on your team. True. But what seems to happen is Batman's still going to have to be Batman because, nigga, who are you? Batman, nigga. Like, bro, LeBron,
it's going to take time.
That's
that was game, what, 7 of him with the Lakers or 6?
In hella practice and whatever. What I'm saying is we all know we love Luka. We've seen Luka. We know what Luka is. We've seen him play with Dallas. We've seen him play with Slovenia. I know what the fuck Luka can do. But at this point, what he's shown is kind of giving some justification of why he may have been traded. Because if Nico is a right now type of person, bro, Luka ain't playing like Luka right now. He's not playing like a superstar. Austin Reeves is playing better. LeBron obviously is playing better. They don't have a big, but the pro and con of LeBron playing off the ball is LeBron's IQ and athleticism and his wherewithal just overall. Him off the ball is so dangerous because he's still the greatest player in this game alive playing today. So it's like when he's on the ball, yes, everyone's watching him and everyone can try to develop some type of gameplay or plan to contain him. But nigga, when he's off the ball and he's watching you, LeBron is a different beast. So that's really the key with Luka being the focal point because you don't know where LeBron at. And he's making all the right cuts. He's making all the right box outs. Like
he doesn't need the ball in his hand to operate on the court.
LeBron knows basketball to a T, to where he can
best IQ in the game.
He can play every position. So him actually filling into that 4-5 spot, if so, is kind of a cheat code, low key, for other teams that don't have dominant bigs. I would say that. Going into that, first off, we're just talking blunt.
Just talking bluntly, just speaking thoughts. Los Angeles Lakers, Dallas Mavericks. The final score was 107-99. The Lakers won.
Shout out to Kyrie, man. Kyrie did his best. Kyrie did his best. Clay heated up late. But the thing about it is, of course, Kyrie is known to be a closer, but Dallas, without Luka, they haven't developed a solid plan for closing other than we're just going to try to shoot. Because even with Max Christie, I'm like, bro, you don't need to be shooting this early. You don't need to be shooting that shot. Like they were jacking up too many shots to try to get in the game where they could have just played smarter. So,
more importantly, my thoughts. Last night's game, the Lakers won. Dallas probably would have won that game for sure if they had Anthony Davis. The replacement for Anthony Davis last night. Let's talk about who Anthony Davis's replacement was. His replacement was P.J. Washington. Do you know what P.J. Washington's stats were last night? That motherfucker had 0 points.
Nah, shit.
10 rebounds and 5 assists. He was 0 of 9 shooting.
I fuck with you, PJ, but...
Yeah, but let's be honest. You had a shitty game. We talking bluntly. You had a shitty game. The game was terrible last night.
Yeah, the team was clearly on Kyrie's back last night.
And he was out there for 35 minutes. You didn't score a bucket. Went 0 for 9 for 35 minutes. 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Now, we all know, in comparison to Anthony Davis...
AD and Kyrie would have mopped their ass.
AD and especially with the type of night that Kyrie was having...
And AD, I don't feel like with the way AD plays, he don't need this long to adjust. He was set when he first got there. He was already ready to go. He was playing.
But the problem that people have always discussed with AD, of course, is injuries.
Yeah, fragile.
Motherfucker can't stay healthy.
No one touched him. He just fell.
Which honestly, at the end of the day, if that's the case, I'd rather have Luka than an AD because AD is just so injury prone. I know Luka's fat. But I know Luka don't play defense very well. Which he got a block last night. I saw that block, Luka.
He still has his IQ. Yeah. You know, he still knows how to position himself. But the thing about it is like, damn. Of course, when he came back, like, hey, he don't look 270. Dog, he low key been playing 270. He been playing like he's 270.
Came off injury. Let him get back into it and let him get used to this new team.
That's what I was saying as far as the justification for Nico. Yeah. If he is a right now type person, he's looking at Luka and saying, okay, right now. He looks like he lost it. He know, of course, he may need to just knock off the rest, but he's not looking like the person we need. Let's get him away. Of course, aside from all logic, the niggas just got y'all to the finals last fucking year. So
he just took you to the finals.
Like, but yeah, and as far as right now, like
if this is the most important season of your life, Nico, just say that because this has got to be the most important season to you.
Yeah.
And if that's the case. Then sure, I can understand you having Anthony Davis with Kyrie and Klay Thompson and everything else. It's still a team that can make a push.
How many points Luka had last night?
Here's Luka's stat line. Luka played 35 minutes. He had 19 points, which is not Luka-esque. 15 rebounds and 12 assists. That triple-double is Luka-esque. I'm going to tell you what I liked about Luka last night that I saw. And why I believe Luka, while he may not be...
watched the game.
I watched the half of it, the first half, and I watched the highlights.
All right, say yours that. I'm going to tell you what I saw.
I really liked how comfortable Luka was with moving the ball. He was able to find players in spots that he needed to find. That he only had 2 turnovers compared to LeBron James' 6. So he had. I saw LeBron take 1 pass. I was just like, God damn,
because last night in particular, they gave pretty much Luka. The game plan was to give Luka the green light to go for 70 if you can, shoot all your shots. So as far as those assists came when the nigga was double teamed and those niggas were just open. Yeah, that behind the back Austin, that's still Luka. He still got Luka Magic now. So but for the most part, he wasn't running the offense. The offense was like, we're gonna move around to get Luka open, and Luka, you score 70, and he ended up with 19.
And 19 is nice. And don't get me wrong.
No, it ain't.
No. With his stat line of a triple-double, and they won the game, you be happy. Especially at this early stages of their development.
All that shit came very, very early. The first quarter was very eventful. Like I said, he was getting a lot of his own misses. So in that case, and then with those,
got 15 rebounds. That's the most rebounds on his team. That shows hustle, though. That shows aggressiveness. He's still playing. He's just not making shots.
That's what I was going to say. That's the only thing that I would say I liked. You could tell that he was trying.
Yeah.
He was trying. He just hella rushed it.
I think he just got to a point throughout the game because he took 17 shots. He was 6 of 17.
Yeah, and another thing, 8 until he plays 270. Like, after the game, and this isn't the first time I heard Luka speak like this. Like, after the game, Luka is dead tired. Like, during the post-game interview, he's like, I just want to lay down. I'm so tired. You don't want, like, bro, like, that's good.
That's like competition.
That's good for your company, like, bro. And Shaq was like, what, nigga, I ain't going to bed. I'm going to the club. But, like, bro, like, Luka is out of shape. Luka is dead tired after the game. Well, like, for a commoner, I would be tired, too. But, nigga, for an NBA player,
you're fucking, 25 years old, 26 years old.
Niggas of your status, after the game, they're practicing. Giannis is going back out there and shooting.
Getting some shots
Nigga, I ain't tired. Are you fucking serious?
But
he just want a beer. He just want to sit down.
How many niggas is out here averaging a 30-point triple-double? Like,
he ain't averaging that shit right now.
Okay, for the season,
I'm talking about just last night.
That 19, 15, and 12 in his 6th game with the Lakers?
Nah. He's okay. And that's both. What are we saying? Just all A's to back to the whole point is he still needs a lot of adjusting to do. Do not be fooled with the stats. Y'all don't be stat man. Bro, I'm telling you, to get back to Luka, to get back to a 95 overall 2K motherfucker,
to get back to 30 to 33 points a game, and then 8 to 9 assists and rebounds a game.
Put it in 2K references. Like, Luka at his peak, I would say he's a 95 overall.
Okay.
Last night he played like an 83. Last night he played like an 82.
85.
I watched the game.
Triple double, man. We're talking triple double. And then we're not talking about just no 10, 10,
And
10.
then-
we're talking about 19, 15, 12.
Versus a team that just got blown out by 40 the night before. Basically one of the worst assembled teams because they're hurt. They don't have anybody. They have Kyrie Irving and PJ Washington. Bro, and
Don't say that nigga
and
name.
it was a close game. Like, you got to take in all of that shit. Yeah, the numbers say so, but who did they play? They played the Dallas Mavericks, who basically have nobody, who we can say are possibly tanking at this time. Yeah, Kyrie put up 35 points. Yes, woo, that's one person. But they had no one else. Spencer did it when he tried. Clay came he heated up late. But, bro, he did that against a team that had no one, essentially. So it's like, those numbers say something, bro. I watched this game.
What stat?
Dog.
Okay, so out of that 19,
game.
15, and 12 on 6 of 17 shooting. 19, 15, 12, 6 of 17. What stat line for you would have made you be like, oh shit, Luka is... He may not be fully at his top of his game, but he's good.
Out of 17 attempts, at least make 10. For Luka, out of 17 attempts, like, for being gone that much, out of 17 attempts, if he would have went 11 for 17, 10 for 17, 12 for 17, I would have been okay.
Bron was 11 to 17.
Exactly.
So if you...
Exactly.
Okay, so switch
that's an okay game. You know what I'm saying? LeBron had an okay game. I would say that. But, nah. Luka had those numbers because of the usage they gave him. Like if you have the green light all night, your stats better be something. You know what I'm saying?
I think also at the same time I think first off,
and you
for
got
right
LeBron
now
helping you. Come on, dog.
For right now, it is Bron's team, and they are looking to make that transition to give it into Luka's team. I do think though that for his 6th game, I think he played well, and I also think it was wrong for us to assume.
I think the game before he played well. Last night he got some work to do.
I think there's always going to be work to do. I mean, as far as getting into that rhythm,
a lot.
but also I think it was wrong for us to assume that he would go out there and go for 50, 60, 70 points. We wanted to see that because it's Dallas.
But the thing about it, bro, once again, bro, I watched it. He tried. The nigga, like the play that we referred to.
3-point off the backside of the backboard. That shit's crazy.
He
like
tried.
you Paul George or something.
He tried.
I love you too, though, Paul George.
Like,
but,
it ain't. It's not like he's
play.
playing conservative and this is just his output. No, he's trying. He like, bro. After the first couple threes in the first quarter, he turned around, looked at the Dallas Mavericks bench,
I saw that.
Real, man, like he wanted to take. He wanted to.
So
he couldn't. He still got to. He still got to knock off some rest.
Quick question, man. Yeah. What do you want to see now that we know what we saw? 19, 15, 12, 6 and 17. What is the stat line that you're looking to see Luka put up when they go to Dallas? Because you know when he goes to Dallas, it's gonna be even crazy. Do you think he would be more comfortable playing in Dallas?
I'm all of optimistic for the young man because I love basketball. I wanted to see him drop 50 last night. So let's say he gets fully adjusted. I don't know the date when they go, but what I want to see, he doesn't have to go crazy, but a solid 28, 12, and 10. A 28, 12, and 10, I'll be okay with that. With LeBron.
So you want another triple double out of him?
Hell yeah, he gonna have to average that. Yeah, he gonna have to average that. One of y'all, damn right, y'all gonna have to show up Denver because right now, even though y'all beat Denver in that game, Denver's still the better team. Like, y'all ain't beating Denver in no series. Fuck them.
You don't think they beat Denver? They beat Denver in a series, even with AD.
They're not beating Denver in no series, dog.
We're
talking about the Denver Nuggets with Nikola Jokic. And that, like, this is the same team that was just champions. This is the same guy that was just repeating MVP. Like, don't get them fucked up. And Russell Westbrook, surprising to me, did not hurt their offense. Kind of helped.
No, he's doing really good for them.
Kind of helped it. Yeah, don't get Denver fucked up. No one wants to see them in a series, especially after not winning last year. They hungry again.
April 9th.
So yeah, he got some time.
April 9th. He got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Between now and April 9th, yeah.
But that whole I'm tired shit, you got to cut that out. I mean, I know you playing an NBA game and you tried to go for 50 and you was a lot of misses. And
you got Bron.
yeah.
Bron is on your team. Bron is bionic, man. He knows how to take very, very good care of his body.
That's what I want to see.
I'm hoping that Bron is going to be able to transfer some of that and
That's
teach some of that
see.
to Luka. That's all going to take time. I'm talking about, you won't see the best version of Luka. The best version of Luka is still to come. We won't see the best version of Luka for, I think, another 2 years.
What you mean? The best version of Luka or the best version of Laker Luka?
Best version of both.
Because nigga, we already
No,
fuck that.
No.
Fuck that.
That whatever you saw in Dallas, he's going to be better.
You're a little too optimistic.
I'm gonna tell you why. If he is to
Luka's a
follow,
95 overall, bro. Like
he could be a 98.
No.
What?
No.
Yes.
No.
If Luka pays attention to what Bron is doing, takes better care of his body, continues to learn from Bron, you couldn't have a better teacher right now. And their style of play is very similar.
What he can do is get back to his peak and maybe a little quicker. But he's not blessed naturally like LeBron is to do the things that LeBron can to make LeBron that 98 that LeBron is. He ain't going in the lane. It's certain aspects. What he does in 95 is immaculate. That's exceptional.
No. I'm not taking anything away from a 95.
From an 83 playing motherfucker right now. bro, I'm not. What he needs to do is get his body back to Luka Magic, the motherfucker that was the scoring champion. Like, dog.
But a healthy Luka, I'm talking about within the next 2 years. I'm talking about a Luka that's, what is he, 6'8"?
And then it's the mindset.
6'9"? How tall is he? 6'7"?
Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8".
Somewhere between that 6'7", 6'8". Luka at 220, 225 in weight.
This is another thing, though.
I see that.
This is another thing that's going to have to adjust. The mindset and how he played that I didn't mind in Dallas because we didn't really care about them contending until they started contending. But Luka is really... Yeah, he's a quarterback. Yeah, he can toss that thing full court and make the assist. But as far as him and his offense, he's really a half court player. He's really a half court player. I think that team needs more of a floor general that can really work a fast break.
More of a floor general.
More of a floor general because they have no one that can.
Bron.
But I want to see Bron on the receiving end because with the Showtime Lakers, because that's what Lakers known for, that Showtime offense. You know what I'm saying?
Fast pace.
Right now, no one can run that and receive that efficiently to make it Showtime. You got Rui.
I guess that's what that one dude was supposed to be, the center that they tried to trade for.
Oh, you're talking about Williams. Yeah.
He was supposed to be that, I guess, for them.
I mean, he was going to be the big regardless. Because when it comes down to it in a series, if you go against Jokic, you need a big.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter who else you got at any other position, dog. You need a big.
And then when you take that game, if you do happen to make it to the finals, and you got to go up against somebody like a Giannis,
yeah,
you got a challenge. I don't see Bron or Luka stopping Giannis.
That's
and
the
nobody
whole
else
reason. That's the whole reason the Lakers won in the bubble. That's the whole reason the Lakers beat
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, Anthony Davis, nigga. You had trees stopping Jokic. You had trees, but I personally feel like Dwight Howard alone could have did it. Nigga, y'all must have forgot.
One of the top 75 best players in the world, right there.
Y'all must have forgot one of the top 10 centers to me. If you ask, I don't give a fuck. He will shut Jokic down any day, just off of his athleticism alone. On defense, Jokic ain't getting shit off on Dwight Howard. I don't care what you say. I love Jokic. He's doing what he's doing because Dwight ain't in the league. I will say that again. He's doing what he's doing because Dwight ain't in the league. And not even just
Dwight, but it's literally any center.
Wemby
has
potential
to.
Speaking
of Wemby.
He working Wemby.
Wemby, I hope you get better, man. I hope you get better real soon.
Oh, my God, bro. Wemby. Oh, my God. I hope Wemby doesn't have what Chris Bosh had.
Oh, my gosh.
I hope Wemby, but... That's what ended Chris Bosh. And I'm a Heat fan, bro. Like,
I know you are.
That's what ended Chris Bosh, bro. Them blood clots. And you a big blown mug. And this just suddenly happened. And it's taking you out for the season.
And
it ain't like I'm going to be back next week, bro. This taking you out already for the season. Like, bro.
How did this... I don't know.
Prayers up. That's all
Comment
I'm saying,
section,
bro.
comment section. I need y'all to do something for me because I'm gonna forget to Google this later. Y'all tell me how does this blood clot thing happen? Like what happened? How did he get this? How does it? I mean now, goddamn Chris Bosh had it. Now he has it. Two tall, slender, athletic players.
And that shit ended
In
Chris
good
Bosh's
health.
career.
Yeah,
and Wemby,
he never came back.
And
Now.
Wemby's career just started, and he's one of the projected faces of the NBA. Like this is.
He's supposed to put up numbers that we haven't seen since damn near Wilt.
Like one of the most astonishing players we've ever witnessed ever, as far as his natural build ability and skill set, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, we've never seen nothing like Wembanyama. So it's like
I've never seen somebody average damn near 5 blocks a season. The whole season.
I mean, as far as the defensive side, we had the Wilts and everything, but like, bro,
But it's been so long.
He has guard ability.
That too.
He will nutmeg your ass.
He will.
Like a 7'5" nigga will
Pulling up from
nutmeg
40
your
feet.
ass. Will put like, come on, bro. Like this nigga is something we've never witnessed, and I want the next generation to be able to witness him as well. It's like, yeah.
I don't want to miss out on it. I hope he gets well. Hope he gets better soon. You know, and of course not just to ball. I mean, I ain't no selfish ass nigga. I hope his life just is cool, but I definitely want to see him out there on that court.
For sure.
Especially with De'Aaron Fox, because it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting to see how they go well with each other. So now that we're in the second half of the season, real quick to finish off on this whole basketball conversation, I need you to give me.
All right. I hope I don't know where you're going.
I need you to give me one team that's your team that's coming out the East.
Okay.
Your team that's coming out the West. And then I need you to give me I'll give you an X Factor team. So you have like your backup team in each conference. But I need that solidified, this is my pick, this is my look for the finals, and then your X Factor teams.
Out of the West, even though Shea is a projected MVP, either Minnesota or Denver. Out of the West.
Okay. Well, give me your. So, which one of those is your bona fide team? Which one's your X Factor team? You back up.
That's the thing about it. My X Factor team is neither one of them.
Oh my goodness! Come on.
And my X Factor team goes back to our last topic, which I was kind of glad you didn't go, but to answer this question fully, I'm gonna have to touch back on it. Golden State. I'm mad they looking good with Jimmy. from a bona fide Heat fan that like Jimmy got on my fucking nerve for the past year and a half, bro. Just because I feel like he's been just a hindrance as far as our progression, just as far as his personal shit. But it's like,
anything to help
like how
Miami.
dare you leave us and
get better?
Like, nigga, what?
Fuck your ball. You want to play now, huh?
Now them niggas is looking like the X Factor. Like, bro, they a sleeper right now. Golden State can take it, and I hate saying it, but they looking good.
Okay, looking good right now versus winning 7-game series.
They are complete.
Let me ask you this: do you see could Golden State beat a Denver in a 7-game series?
No.
Could Golden
I don't know.
Could Golden State beat OKC in a 7-game series?
I wouldn't root for them, but they have the tools to beat anyone at this point. They have the tools to
in a 7-game series.
They have the tools and the experience to beat anyone at this point.
Our experience is key.
Exactly. They're the experience to beat anyone at this point, but I would not be rooting for them. But they wouldn't surprise me out of the West. Damn it, I hate that Jimmy looks good over there. I wanted him to go to Sacramento, and I wanted us to get
about to turn to them early LeBron fans. You finna go burn your Jimmy jerseys and shit.
I'm glad.
If there was ever a jersey to burn, now I guess Jimmy would be the right one.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was never a Jimmy Butler fan before then, but I accepted him, and because of the role that we got, what we got. So of course, yes, I want Jimmy to do good with us. But I was never a Jimmy Butler fan before that, man. And I was like, and as soon as it became drama, I'm like, bro, get him out of here. And as soon as he left, nigga, good riddance. But nigga, you went to Golden State. Damn.
Go be shitty as well someplace else. Don't be good.
Damn. But nah, he went to the best place possible. I feel like, man, like I wanted him to go to Sacramento because one, Sacramento ain't winning shit, and I wanted us to get DeMar DeRozan or the De'Aaron Fox deal.
How
that's
crazy
what I
would have been if he
wanted.
would have went back to Minnesota.
I wouldn't for that would have been cool, but y'all would have had to gave us like a Nas Reed, Dillingham, Luka Garza if you still have him. Like y'all would have gave us some shit. Going back to
We would have gotten
Minnesota.
better for. What did you guys get from Golden State?
Andrew
Wiggins?
Wiggins and some picks. We got some Wiggins and some picks.
Wiggins and some picks.
But nigga,
how old is Wiggins? Like 31?
like,
30?
I don't know. I think he younger than me. No, he younger than me. He younger than me.
Probably 28.
Yeah, late 20s. But nonetheless, like Jimmy for DeMar straight up, I would have loved that. I would have loved that because they're not really much difference as far as they play style, and I feel like DeMar a little more smooth in the mid range. I would love the way
Smooth in the mirror. He got a little less
I
heart, though.
love
I
that
feel
shit.
like than
That's why we got Tyler. That's why we got the other people. We just need the motherfucker.
No offense.
We just need to play. We just need the motherfucker to play better than what Andrew Wiggins. But and I don't feel like DeMar DeRozan is too big of a drop off from Jimmy.
No.
I would have loved that straight up, or even Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant finna leave. So if we would have worked it out, we could have got Kevin Durant in some way. Man,
We're gonna circle back around.
because he wanted to go to Phoenix. That's what was supposed to
That's
happen.
what Jimmy wanted.
Yes. He wanted to go to Phoenix. He at one point he said the only place he's going is Phoenix. But of course, who's turning down Golden State? but he started doing the purple shit in his hair.
Steph.
He started doing the purple and orange shit in his hair. He started wearing purple and orange shoes and everything. Like Jimmy, like out loud stated, "I want to go to Phoenix. I only want to go to Phoenix." But Kevin Durant wasn't going. Like he's like, "No, I'm gonna leverage my contract, nigga. No, I'm waiting until after this season to make my decision. I'm not finna fuck no.
He's not going to
y'all
fucking Miami.
No, but y'all not finna tie me into no Jimmy Butler deal. Like, nah, I'm Kevin Durant. But yeah, that was supposed to be the deal.
So out west, you got your X Factor team and your main team. Who was your main team and your X Factor?
Main team, I say Denver. Main team Denver, because Jamal Murray just dropped 55 last week. He's back, and they got Westbrook. And I got Denver now that Dallas isn't a thing anymore. But Dallas was original. Of course, I had Miami first, but yeah, that's not a thing no more.
You got Golden State with your X Factor.
Yeah.
So East,
East, I'm a diehard Miami Heat fan. I think we're gonna win it all any day. That's what my heart is. But if I'm talking blunt, out of the East, either the Cavs. Fuck it, the Cavs.
and your X Factor team.
Not y'all.
Big, come the fuck on now. We the second best team out East. Show us some love. Show us some respect.
And y'all are the defending champions. Right now, y'all are the team to beat. Y'all are the team to beat. It was gonna
And
be.
we've been turning it up since after the All Star break.
I'm gonna
too.
say, is everybody healthy on Milwaukee?
Yeah, Giannis.
If everyone is
Dame.
healthy in Milwaukee, I got Milwaukee. It was
Kuzma.
supposed to be. Well, we were supposed to throw New York in the mix, but now I don't see New York. But I got.
Why you don't throw New York in the mix? You're not feeling it.
After what I'm seeing thus far, they're not beating Cleveland. They're not beating the Bucks. They're not even beating
They
y'all.
just got their ass.
They're not even
whooped.
beating y'all. So no, I got
We just whooped them.
me personally out of the East. Yeah, I hate Cleveland, but nigga, I love Donovan Mitchell, and I'm a top blunt. I got Cleveland coming out of the East. X Factor would be what's it? What you said? The Bucks. The Bucks. Your turn.
You done? You ready?
Yep.
Boston. Boston, Boston, Boston. The Celtics are winning it all again. We're going to repeat, and we're going to have a better motherfucking parade when we win. It's going to have so much aura at that parade. Larry Bird is going to show up again at the parade. We're going to bring out, Bill Russell's going to come back to life and come to that parade. It's going to be crazy because we're going to repeat again this year. It's the only team that's coming out of the East. It's the only team that matters. If I had a second place, though. If I had second place.
Okay.
Coming out East, second place.
You gave me a good clip.
Yeah. Boston is winning, baby. You heard it here first. Second team out East, though, I can see. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Cleveland only because I really didn't expect Cleveland to get it.
Like, bro, they
Like, I
only
didn't
lost
expect-
10 games thus far?
Yeah, these niggas they look very serious. I thought they were probably just the first half of the season, like kind of like how New York was with Carmelo. I thought they were just kind of like, oh, this team's serious.
How a lot of teams are in the first half.
But now that I'm really looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. the Cleveland looks like they want to be serious about this. So
And they got a complete team.
I'll have them second. I think they can beat Milwaukee. I think they could definitely beat New York. New York is probably the weakest out of the East Big Four, in my personal opinion.
I feel like the top four can go either way. I feel like they all have a fighting chance to get you either one of them.
Yeah, the other three could fight as hard as they can to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they'll just basically go up against Boston and lose. That's my teams out East. Out West, man, the West is so thick. There's so many teams. Pause. Yeah. The West is crazy. I'm gonna go Jokic. You know, I really wanted to say Shea and OKC were gonna be my dominant
Maybe it's a
team.
Chet, man. If they had Chet, it would be a different story, bro. They relying
But
too
isn't
much
Chet
on.
coming back? Isn't he back yet?
I hope he come back soon, but
Yeah.
then again, I hope he don't go through the whole Luka thing where he needs to adjust.
Yeah.
You need to be on your A game.
But he's with his team though. He's with his team. The camaraderie's there. It's not like it's a whole new setup.
I mean, hey.
But really,
Right
really,
now.
they don't. I mean, Chet would be nice, but they don't need
Yeah, they
Chet to win.
Yeah, they do.
They need Hartenstein.
They need Chet and Hartenstein. They need both. They need a stacked front court.
Want both.
They need a stacked front court. They put it like this, just like every team. You need all your players for your best chance, bro. It's like without that, you get Kawhi Leonard get in the ring with the Raptors. but with OKC, Shea Rod's fuck, but they rely too much on one nigga. You relying too much on one player.
I think J-Dub does a great job at stepping up when he needs
Williams
to.
is great.
J-Dub does a great job stepping up.
And I have an inside beef with him or disdain with him that it's not even his fault. It's not even his fault.
What you be blunt with me then. Talk blunt. What you got against J-Dub?
Shout out to my coworkers, man. Because the place that I work, there's a messaging system that we use, and within the messages we have chat rooms or whatever. We have sports chats. So within the sports chat, one of my friends in the sports chat, one of the comrades, want to say, he's an OKC fan, and he made the early on comparison. He was like, basically, he was amping up his team and selling it. He was like, we got Shea, he's this and that, and then we got Jalen Williams, and this was like when Jalen Williams was a rookie. We got Jalen Williams, well, he's basically like the next D-Wade. I'm like, watch your motherfucking mouth. And I was like, you watch your motherfucking mouth.
That's one of my favorite
And he was
players.
doubling down. He was like, dog, no, his skill set, and he can be the next D-Wade. I'm like, stop saying his name. Stop it.
People were really, really heavy on saying Donovan Mitchell was the next
Donovan
D-Wade.
Mitchell,
And
Anthony Davis,
his
people
games,
are great.
his style of
All
play
these
is
people-
not
Go ahead.
D-Wade-esque. And I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell. But he's still a phenomenal player. And he's probably, I would guess, if you wanted to say somebody that's probably the closest to D-Wade's build, physical build, style of play and game, it could be, you could say Donovan Mitchell. Some would even say Shea. But
I mean, Shea's elusiveness, but D-Wade was definitely quicker. As far like if you take Shea, Donovan, and Anthony Edwards and you mash them together, that was Dwayne Wade at his peak, bro. That was
a little
2009.
piece of each of them. Yeah.
Like that was 2009 Dwayne Wade. Like
with less 3-point shooting. I was just watching the, what was it, 2000?
Skills champ?
No, not the skills champ. It was Boston versus Miami Heat back when they were the Heatles with LeBron.
But you should watch one right before LeBron, because with LeBron he started to fizzle out to the Robin role. But nigga,
But I was just the style of just watching the game and enjoying the style of play that was 2009, 2010.
yes, those
era.
those years in particular. Watch from 2008 to 2010 Dwayne Wade. You can say championship, young man Dwayne Wade, but as far as his peak, like the nigga that can
that's like 2006
the nigga
to
that can
2010.
With 2006, he was year 3. He had a lot of help. He was great. He was aggressive. He was young. He was youthful. He had, but it's at one point. It's like with Michael Jordan. Young Michael Jordan averaged fucking 35. But his skill, he basically had to polish his overall game to really reach his peak, which was 91 to 97. You know
Transition from being a put the ball in the hole kind of guy to
just your overall
being
game,
do a whole
just
lot
overall
of things,
polish and just being at your peak, just being at your
For
peak.
sure. Yeah, just being at your
the
peak.
peak player with Dwayne
Overall.
Wade. With Dwayne Wade, because 2006 he won a championship. He was great, and he was peaking. It was ascending at that time. 2007 he got injured, ripped up his shoulder. So 2007, 2000. And with the 07-08 season, he was out of the game. When he came back 2008, bro, up until when LeBron came.
When LeBron came in, so
Oh
that
my
one,
God,
that
nigga,
2 seasons there.
that nigga was one of the best players to ever fucking touch the basketball. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, that nigga was a scoring
08
champion.
to 2010.
Bro, 08, 09.
Oh yeah, that's a skills challenge.
Oh, no. That's after that. Because the skills challenge was 05 and 06.
So
I know
before
for
that.
the skills challenge was 05 and 06. I know for a fact. With 05, 06 season, when 05,
You
06
sent that to
season,
the group chat one time.
yeah, it was 05, 06 season and then 06, 07 season. So yeah, those 2 seasons. But as far as his scoring title, that was the 08, 09 season. That's coming back off of the injury. That's the motherfucker with the socks that came up right here. That's that Dwayne Wade. Man, because when socks came up to here was championship Dwayne Wade, Converse Dwayne Wade. The socks came up to here, that's when, okay, Jordan finna sign your ass. Because the year after he became Jordan's. I know too much about Dwayne Wade.
But you know a lot. You the Miami Heat guy, man. The Miami Heat guy.
But I say all that to say, with the Jalen Williams thing, it was the comparison that,
And especially at such a early stage too. You didn't even got a chance to see the
Yeah.
motherfucker
And
get in the league yet.
and it's the same with all those players. Like, though, it's like, bro, leave these legends out of it when you're trying to give these young players praise. You ain't gotta compare them or saying they're on the trajectory to be better than this player. Like,
So
you
you're
ain't having-
against the Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit. That's putting too much on their shoulders when they haven't won anything yet. They haven't won anything yet, bro. Like, we've seen what happened to Brandon Roy. We've seen what happened to Tracy McGrady. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen to a great player, bro. You can't do that. And then when it don't happen, like, that's more.
Hell, we're looking at one right now with Wemby potentially.
Like, bro, like, just let these players play. Just let them play.
Love the greatness. Like I
Jalen Williams
said,
fire.
yeah,
Like, you ain't D-Wade.
outweighs. Nah, yeah, you gonna be. You could be better. You could be better. You know, we don't know yet. He's what in year 4 right now.
Stop it. Don't even say he'd be better.
You don't even want to hear that he
No,
could be better.
not stop the comparison.
You don't like none of it.
Fuck that.
Just go out there
I
and be
hope you
great.
Be great. Just be great, nigga. D-Wade is D-Wade. It will not be another D-Wade. It won't be another Michael Jordan. It will never be another LeBron.
Yeah,
Like, dead that shit. Just be you, man. Like,
Be great.
SGA is SGA. He ain't Kobe.
And this is our
He is
moment.
not Kobe at all. The boy is nice.
Moment
He's
speaking
SGA.
positive. Everybody, just go out and do your best.
Nah, SGA, I fuck with him. He elusive than a motherfucker. He has his own pace. His pace is like D Wade, but you take Luka and like somewhere in the middle.
Good old
Yeah.
brother. I put him. I put them if they're healthy. And by healthy, I mean, because I like to make sure I specify on this. I don't need the whole goddamn team to be there. I need Shea. I need Shea, J-Dub, Chet, Hartenstein. If they have it at the very least, those 4 players, healthy and ready to play, I got them coming out of the West. That'll be my dominant team.
That ain't enough for them.
If they got that, I'll take. If they don't have that,
That ain't enough for Denver. Right
if they don't have that, then
now. Denver too simple right now.
Denver. I got Denver as my main team. OKC, if healthy, as my X factor.
And the shocking truth is, Golden State can beat both of them. I just hope they don't. But nah, man, this has been a pilot episode.
Oh, I mean, you mentioned Memphis. Memphis has been playing pretty well. Memphis is like the second best team out west.
Fuck Memphis.
Go ahead, Josh. Show them how to do it, Josh.
I fuck with Job. Nigga, it's Memphis. Memphis ain't winning a goddamn thing, nigga. Memphis ain't
Shoot
winning
'em
a
up,
goddamn
John.
thing, nigga. If Rudy Gay ain't on the team, I don't want to hear shit about Memphis. Memphis ain't winning a motherfucking thing. Memphis, they exciting to watch. Shout out to Self, man. I know that's your team. Shout out to Self. But nah, fuck Memphis. Memphis ain't winning shit. I ain't finna play around like
Shout out to
Memphis.
the team, but fuck them.
I ain't finna play around. We talking blunt, man. Hey, my team,
Hey, for sure.
my team ain't going. My team is
team
not
going.
going.
Team good.
Fucking, I don't see the Grizzlies going. If they go, cool. We can go back to this clip. Shut my mouth wide open. Fuck that shit.
Repeat.
Peace.
Repeat.
Peace.